Hello and welcome back to our semifinal coverage from the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship presented by Prodigy Disc. We've got the back nine coming at you from New World's championship course. It's BigSexy commentary coming at you as well. Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
And obviously Ricky just fish filleted the front nine, 6 under, windy conditions, tough course. Zackeriath Johnson, though, he doesn't have to win this card. All he has to do is put a good enough score to get that wild card spot. So, and he's still vying. Obviously, he's still in the hunt for best round, and so is James, who's 3 under.
Absolutely.
Gregg Barsby is at a period right now in the round where you're gonna have fun.
Yep.
You know, there's no point in getting stressed out anymore. Your Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships is over at this point. You're not gonna beat Ricky by 9 strokes in the back nine.
Nope.
It's not happening.
Not happening. That was a great drive from Ricky over the out of bounds. Zackeriath trying to join him over there. This is a big crush, though. If the wind is in your face, and it looks like, I'm guessing it's not in their faces right now because those shots are great.
Yeah, this wind continually picked up throughout the day, but you see the dynamic disc flag, it's flapping a little bit. If you turn this over a little bit with a little bit of angle into this headwind coming through that tunnel, it's going to keep turning. It's going to go B.
That is huge.
And these are great tee shots right here. I'm curious to see what Gregg will go with here.
Boss, maybe.
And this thing is turning. Oh, he's got a huge tee shot. Gregg is going to outdrive the card by a lot. Huge tee shot. What a throw from Gregg. Like I said, this is just one of those times when you can really go for things that you wouldn't normally go for just because you're just a little bit tense and a little bit nervous about the result.
Yeah, in this format, you know, you've already earned your money, and once you aren't going on to the next round, nothing's going to happen, but it doesn't matter what you do. There's no round rating. There's no nothing to worry about.
What's that? The rules don't matter and the points don't matter and the...
Yeah.
Gosh.
the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
Thank you. Ruined it.
Look at Snappy. I mean, Gregg threw a huge shot. Snappy threw a hyzer.
Wow.
And it's like, it's not that far back. Like, that's crazy. He got a big glide on it, but holy cow, that was...
They don't call him Snappy because he's not throwing the disc far.
Yeah, there's some spin on that thing. And here's Gregg with the big drive of the group, trying to go wide and skip it up to this green. Perfect.
That's a tap-in birdie. I'm going to say that James really wishes he had that shot back. I mean, when you have to catch Ricky 3 strokes ahead of you, you cannot leave easy approaches like that on the table.
No.
That's a huge mistake from Snappy. Really need to clean up those mistakes.
Yeah, and Zackeriath as well.
Oh, no.
Unable to connect for the birdie.
From one edge of the circle to the other, he is still out. And he has missed 3 putt there. And that's going to give Ricky that really dangerous comfort zone.
Yep.
Oh, he's got the 2 strokes there on Zach now, so he's got 3 strokes. He can't even wait to get to the finals. Leaving his mini behind. Gregg's going to tap in his birdie.
Great birdie from Gregg.
And Snappy for his par.
And how far did Zackeriath go past? Not too much.
Still, this is the 3rd putt you've had. A little bit seems like a lot. You just want to get through and get to the next hole and hopefully get your birdies.
2 birdies, a par, and a bogey. Ricky opens up a 3-shot lead on the group. Hole 11 is a 286-foot par 3. Really like that they're able to incorporate some of the woods into this ball golf course design. This one is really fun, I feel. It's a perfect little mid-range turnover shot. Anything you have in your bag that goes dead straight, this would be a good time to break it out.
I think that the lefties think, oh, this is a really good backhand righty turnover shots, and the righties are thinking, this is a really nice lefty flip-up shot. But it's equally both. It's just a straight shot. A couple trees early that you'd have to avoid, but they really shouldn't be in the way for these guys.
Yeah, Ricky overturned his a little bit. Gregg going with the super straight forehand, but he didn't get it on the correct line. It's a good disc for the shot, but just not quite the line he's looking for. Snappy with a chance to atone for that last hole, get a stroke back on Ricky.
He's pushed it wide. He's going to be just outside circle 1. Pretty scary putt.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach with a nice recovery after the 3-putt.
Perfect.
And just misses the railroad tides, but he is absolutely parked. He's going to be getting 1 stroke back on Ricky because he had an early tree and he is out of position for his birdie.
That's a good little tree hit. He's down on the green. And Ricky smartly laying up.
And Snappy has no time to lay up anymore. Has to make these runs. Comes up just a bit short.
Oh. Gregg's going to have to take a bogey.
Bogeys aren't fun really no matter when. Even when it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's just kind of a spectator at this point, but you still, it's more fun to get birdies.
Yeah. And birdies, speaking of birdies, that's a big one from Zackeriath.
I really like seeing Snappy's new putt. If you've seen Snappy play for a while, you know that he used to putt with a lot of hyzer, and he was really smooth from outside the circle with that little half throw. Now he's incorporated that for his shorter putts as well. It's a good change. He's making a lot of putts.
Hole 12, 400-foot par 3, low ceiling. Best play is probably a power forehand, which we know Zackeriath has got in the bag.
We know Ricky has that as
Ricky
well.
also has it.
And Gregg.
And Gregg, yeah. But you could also throw a kind of a low turnover. You could throw a very, very low hyzer on the right side. It's a tough par 3.
And Zach just getting toyed with in the wind.
Still fights through, though, to a putt.
Man, it's just with such a low ceiling, you hate to see your disc go bouncing up and down like that.
Definitely.
And Rick learned from that, kept it a little bit lower.
Uh-oh. Wow, that is pretty good reaction on that ground. That actually looked like it was going OB to me.
Yeah, I don't know if it had enough edge to catch the sidewalk and come back in bounds. That's a fortunate break for Ricky.
Here's that low flex line. He's
Wow.
staying underneath it. Can he get back to an edge? Yes.
Wow,
That's right on the edge of the circle.
One of the most difficult backhand lines, just to keep that disc low enough with enough angle without cutting into the ground.
Definitely. Or just turning into the woods. This needs to hyzer.
Wow.
If this catches the path,
It's
be
going
really good.
It's catching edge. That's a huge shot.
Oh, that's just parked. Fantastic. Angle control, height control, everything we need.
Look at that clean release, low to stay out of the wind, trusting it down the car path, never OB at any point.
And that's 400 feet without even flipping the thing over. That's just smooth. That's like 5 feet high.
Clinical. And Ricky with a couple strokes to spare, knowing that Zach's around circle's edge. It's kind of becomes match play at this point, you know. You know what they're at. They know what you're at.
Yep. Whoa.
Oh my God, that's a second. Yeah,
The wind,
what else can you do besides laugh at that?
Wind destroyed that putt.
Wow. Oh, really would have liked to see James pick up the birdie with such a great tee shot.
Ricky in for par.
Ricky says, I'll have nothing to do with that headwind. Just blast the putt in. And Gregg going birdie, bogey, birdie here on the back nine so far. James and Zach will have to settle for pars. The holes are running out for James. He's got to make a move.
Definitely. Hole 13 has a very similar feel to hole 12, 382-foot low ceiling shot with OB down the left side. One major difference is that if you want to throw a really high backhand and hyzer, you have the option on this hole, where the other hole you don't. It's just slightly shorter, but I would expect these guys to throw probably the exact same disc.
Yeah, and I think Gregg he's going to try to throw that low shot.
Whoa, that is so wide.
That got away from him. If this comes back in bounds, I will be amazed. It has not. He did avoid the evergreen oaks, low-hanging branch there, but...
He's going to be OB so early.
Zach has not avoided.
No, same bounds.
And wow, that is a round saver.
Yeah.
He can save par from there, but OB right there, that situation...
Really? This is a super safe play kind of from Ricky, I think, but that's smart, I suppose, and maybe it's better than safe.
Yeah, I mean, putting yourself right around circle's edge on this one, nothing wrong with that.
I'm surprised to see that play, but, it worked great.
Maybe he just, I don't know. It's nice to have a couple different shots to go with, and
look at Snappy, not really thought of as a forehand thrower, and there he is, edge of the circle, showing two of the best in the game.
Barsby's just re-teeing.
He's going to have another shot
This
at
is
it.
the second re-tee we've seen. Makes a perfect adjustment there. He's going to be maybe just outside the circle, but perhaps Ricky saw Gregg's shot, saw Zach's shot, and then changed from the forehand play he may have had lined up, went with the roller just to avoid the low ceiling.
Yeah, it could have been wind influenced, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, it's situation, too. This is all situation. There's nothing that any other card is doing that matters right now.
Yep.
And these guys are also the first card out.
Wind messing with that as well. Yeah, first card out on the field. And Gregg is really having a good time now. That's for the fans, ripping a turbo putt.
Oh, yes. And James not playing for the fans, playing for himself, but another par, 3 straight missed putts from just around the circle's edge.
Man.
I mean, those are all bonus putts, but you got to make them.
This is a must-make right here, just to keep some amount of pressure on Ricky. And there it is.
I wonder if Gregg's going to do something fun here. Maybe he'll save it for another hole, but... Oh, there's James with the underleg. Maybe he I don't know if
did he do that on this hole two times?
It was this hole last time.
He just loves going under the leg on 13.
All right. I see James.
Hole 14, 1,000-foot par 5, mandatory on the right side. You've got to stay left. Go through this opening tunnel, come up short of the keen wall, and move as far left as you possibly can to set yourself up for the easiest birdie you can get. It's a long hole, but it's very gettable if you throw 2 good opening shots. And that is a great opener right there. Types it.
Nice shot from Zach. And being the first group out, knowing that it might be difficult to catch Ricky with him playing so well, the goal for Zach at this point is put up that wild card score. I mean, he could still beat Ricky if Ricky slips up. You don't expect that from a player of his quality.
That's true, though that is going to be a little bit of an obstructed shot for Ricky there. He might not be able to get all the distance he would like.
And Snappy going with the backhand. I actually saw something yesterday from someone on my card going for a cut roller. Drew Gibson tried a cut roller, and had he missed this keen wall, he would have been way up there. And Gregg's going for it. And that's what I was hoping to see. And wow, he's laid it down phenomenally. Just stand up a little bit. Oh, come on, stand up.
Wow, that would have been insane if that got up and over. Even if you go OB, who cares?
Right.
If it goes that far.
You could save your birdie 4.
Yeah, you might be able to.
And I was hoping to see that Gregg would go for that cut roller, and he laid it down.
I never thought about it.
Almost.
It's a crazy shot because it's so much sand and roots under there.
You have to throw a pretty flippy disc to be able to...
Big carry.
Man, almost flawless execution. He's going to be in a really bad spot now, though. But nice shot from Zach and a good-looking shot here from James.
Yeah, James throwing one of his patented 450-foot hyzer bombs. And Ricky, a little bit obstructed. Doesn't look too bad. He's still able to get a big crush on the disc, and he should have easy birdie from there.
Safe play with the hyzer to avoid the OB. Kind of surprised, though, that he didn't do a lean-out forehand just because he can get so much distance with that shot.
That's true, but you do want to stay away from the out of bounds.
And Gregg would have liked to have been able to go for more. He should be in position for him to go for something cool.
Yeah, I think he could go huge hyzer here. He's probably in that.
Oh, he's going roller.
Wow, he's farther away from the pin than I thought then. This is looking like a pretty good angle, though. It's too much.
Wow, he's out-driven.
This is a 2,000-footer.
This is his fourth 2,000-foot roller of the round.
That's incredible. Zach with the short forehand right to the edge of the circle. He would like to get a little closer, but he's got an opportunity for birdie. Oh, no way. Okay.
Oh, no.
At least it touched inbounds, but it doesn't appear to be inbounds now.
That is going to be a close call from the group.
And Ricky just going to put it right up there next to the basket.
Yeah, he's not giving anyone any sort of opportunities here to get away with any bad shots. You've got to play perfect against this guy.
Oh, man, that would be some birdie. 3 rollers.
Wow.
Oh, just splashes out the left side.
No.
And that's going to let Ricky have likely a 3-stroke lead.
And James is in. Not sure if that was called safe or not. We're going to wait and see if that was a birdie or par. I think it might have been a par. And Ricky is in for his birdie.
Oh, and Zach showing a little frustration there. Gregg goes with a roller.
Fourth roller. That's third roller of the hole.
3 rollers. Yeah, that's technically a roller, folks.
And it was a par for James. Ricky picks up the only birdie on the card. 3 strokes clear of Zach. Zach's got to be thinking about that wild card spot.
Yeah, he needs to birdie out here to really secure himself a really good position, but any birdie's going to help. Hole 15, 222-foot island hole. It's got a pretty tall wall of railroad ties in the front of the green, and you have double Mando on the either side.
And Ricky at this point can play pretty conservative, and he is in the green, makes a double mandatory. Not that he will lay that up, but he could if he wanted to.
Yeah, but I think he still needs to. I think he's still going to be thinking foot on the gas because you never know. A putt like that, not a lot of danger.
Oh, wow.
That was a nice ace run from Zach.
Guaranteed that's what he was going for. He needs aces.
Really well thrown. Another good-looking run at it. And it even slowed down nice. That is such a good touch shot. And what is Gregg bringing?
Looks like he's going AVR.
Just going for the ace.
And just fades a little bit too much.
Fantastic shot.
That'll be his least favorite par of all time. Or birdie of all time.
Yeah. And Ricky... Oh, just splashes it out.
Normally we see a little disgust in his eyes when he doesn't have a putt go in, but I think he's pretty comfortable.
Well, that's a great hit from Zach. I'll say that much. He's close to 2.
It's within 2.
And there's 3 holes to go.
I take it back.
Great birdie there.
And I believe that ties will be separated by tour points for the leader of the card.
Okay. But then wild card playoff is a 3-hole playoff.
Correct.
If it does come to that.
Right. So I may have spoke a bit soon there. It was a good change, a good putt for Zach. Only 2 back. He's got 16 the tunnel shot, 17 which is a bonus birdie, and 18 the par 5 left. So You never know.
Yeah, I'm sure that Ricky doesn't feel like it's a done deal at this point. He knows he still needs a couple more birdies. 265-foot par 3 here. You've got the dead straight backhand or the flex forehand available.
And Zach, that's got to get lucky. He's got a long look at it, but he really needed to get through there to put the pressure on Ricky. And James going with the Nova here.
This is fantastic. Slow down just a bit.
Just keeps turning. Otherwise, we may have seen a little bit of fireworks there.
It's a nice shot, though. Well inside the circle. Gregg going to show us the flex line. No. Well, he hasn't quite chosen a line. He's gone between the two. I got to think he was attempting the flex. But that is such a straight disc. It's hard to tell.
I think he may have just been trying to blow the basket
shot
up.
right here.
Wow, what a great shot. That is 90% awesome, 10% not suck. He has parked it.
What disc is he using for that? You think that's harp?
That was a harp there.
Okay.
That's one of his 2-time world championship swirly harps.
That was beautiful.
This is a big putt for Zach. Come on.
Oh, he got the commitment on it. But it looks like he's going to be yo-yoing back and forth between 2 back and 3 back.
Oh, and James is not able to connect on his birdie putt. Gregg for his par. Ricky's going to tap in. 2 holes to go. Now he has that comfortable cushion.
Yeah.
3 strokes. He's at 9 under.
Yeah, it's tough to imagine now.
But Zach's in still great position. If he goes birdie here, 8 under would be a tremendous score for that wild card spot.
I agree. Especially if the wind gets more intense as the day goes on. These cards are separated by 30 minutes, so it's a 2-hour window.
You have no idea what's going to happen later on in the day.
Hole 17, par 3, 495 feet. It's as big of a hyzer as you can throw if you're right-handed. A left-handed player could throw a big turnover as well, but these guys are going to be throwing a huge hyzer and playing for hopefully edge of the circle, maybe just slightly closer if you really crush it. It's a very tough green to reach. This looks to be just a safe play.
Yeah, there's nothing attacking with that shot. He's barely got it over the OB line there. Kind of surprised to see. Safer play would have probably been to just push the backside OB wall, but he's still safe nonetheless and should be pretty easy up and down for Ricky.
And Zach swings it up there, but it doesn't really have enough to get into birdie range.
He's going to be thinking make from there. He needs to make that putt to put some pressure on the later cards.
Definitely. What is this line? Okay.
It's a strange way of attacking it, but James got so much power with that hyzer.
Holy cow, he does.
And without hitting...
That was a spike. Like, he didn't even really worry about gliding it. I feel like I really need glide on this hole. He just went up and down.
And Gregg's going to go with the forehand and hyzer line.
He's trying to ace this thing.
And put a really good angle on it.
If this stays in bounds. Wow, that was an ace run.
Wow.
Unreal.
Keeps it up in the air. What a shot from Gregg. Deserved a little bit better than Circle's Edge, that's for sure. Ricky, really?
Yeah, you going to try to make that? You going to lay up and then just try to throw it in?
You saw it yesterday with Peter. I mean, you already killed him, man.
Yeah.
Quit shooting, dude.
For sure.
And Zach's going to have to rely on a birdie on 18 to get him a somewhat safe 7 under. Somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be happy with 7. That's a nice score, if you can get it.
And at this point, James knows his week is over.
Just like Gregg, it's just for pride now. And Gregg's actually making a nice charge. Too little, too late, obviously, but he's putting some birdies together.
Sure. That's what happens sometimes when we free ourselves up from our mental blocks. We allow ourselves to do some pretty cool things.
Yep.
It's so difficult to do that when you're still in it.
Yep.
You know? And then there was one.
Hole 18, par 5, 988 feet. 3 mandatories that you must stay left of: a golf green, a sand trap. This one's got a lot. You got to go as straight and long as you can off the tee. Second shot sets you up to clear the final mando. Ideally, third shot up by the pin, and fourth in for birdie.
And we're going to see Gregg, no hat, no glasses, going big roller. If this can avoid that tree, that would have been huge.
Smoked. That was going to go past the golf green, I'm going to say.
And roller is certainly the...
Oh, man, that tree is really collecting them.
That tree, it really is the one that is in the most ideal landing zone. And Zach is going with the other way of playing this hole.
This is nice.
Maybe not as much Anheuser as he'd like to get that full glide, but he's throwing a sidearm air shot roller.
He can easily get to past the third mando from there with his power.
And James going with a different roller. Wow.
Oh, it turns it into an air shot though, and he's joining those other guys right in that a little bit shorter than you'd like area. What is Ricky gonna do from here? He wants more. He's going for a sand roller.
Oh, he's cleared the green. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad, I guess. It's not great, though. He's going to...
He would have liked for that thing to turn right.
This is turning right, but I think it's too early.
Yeah, it appears as if he has not missed...
He's not missed it, but he hasn't set himself up for any chance at birdie.
And that rope doesn't denote...
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just there for aesthetics.
And I don't know if it's even achieving that. It's just a rope.
The actual line, you can see a little bit of that paint next to the Mando sign. That is the official line. But it is pretty close to that rope. That rope does take you to the tree where the mandatory is. And Zach...
Look at that.
Crushes his second shot. He's going to be...
He's 200 at
200,
most.
Yeah, I'd say inside 200 feet for his birdie. That would get him to 7 under. That's a great score on this course.
Ricky's not birdieing. Not that it's going to matter. He's got this card won. And then we've got Gregg here with a roller into the woods. James needs to throw a bit of a flex. He's gone with a driver. Stays over nicely. Is it going to stay in bounds?
Oh.
Car to the pin.
Hey, all right.
Beautiful. Thanks for parking there.
Yeah. He gives the high fives. I love it. Why is that car parked right
That's
there?
my car. Woohoo!
I did that. And Ricky is at circle's edge. He's going to have that putt for par. So,
big approach here. Get this close, put up a hot score, and make them come get you.
And Zach played really well today. Just a few missed putts. Otherwise, he'd been right there. And Gregg just smartly lays up.
What is he doing? Lay it up. Lay this one up.
Full steam? Full steam?
Oh, plenty of steam.
Oh, come on. Come on. Oh. And that needs to stay in bounds for him to have any chance
to shoot better than 5 over par. Not Gregg's best day, but it was fun watching him either way, as it always is.
And James, that's going to end his run.
Nobody parked a car close enough to the basket for that to bounce in. So he'll have to settle for 2 shots from there.
And this is going to be in for a tie of the course record. 9 under par.
Well done. Ricky has made it through the gauntlet, and he is in the finals.
And Gregg can't get enough of the action, just wants to keep playing.
Yeah, let me get one more shot. Poor guy. Huge putt here. He's in. That's a 7 under for Zackeriath. And that's got a good chance, I think,
it's
of
got
making
some
the
potential.
finals. Ooh, test those high chains, and they work fine.
And what are we going to see here? A handstand putt? Can his hair?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he can't get enough. He's still playing. I like to see him.
He's making the Jomez guys put in extra work here. Overtime pay.
Layup.
What is he doing?
I didn't know this was going to be real.
Now he set up the forehand blaster again.
This is a huge putt for Gregg here.
Yeah, this is extremely important now. He's got the pressure of family and friends, and he comes through.
And gives him Big patented Gregg Barsby smile, one of the best smiles in the business. Gives a high five to his caddy. Great plan from Ricky. Solid round, bogey free, 9 under par.
Beautiful.
And a nice round there from Zach Johnson. See if we can see some scores from today. And
there it is. -8 did it. It was a playoff between James Conrad and Philo Brathwaite. James beat him on the first playoff hole, and there are your finalists.
Well, we have some people to thank.
Yeah, thank you, Dynamic Discs. Thank you, Jomez. Thank you to all the viewers for tuning in.
Yeah, and this morning we called David and put him on speakerphone.
Oh yeah, we got Dave on the phone, and it was just ghostly whales, ghouls in the background. But you know how he is, Dave Necromancy Clancy. This time of year, Halloween, he's
Halloween spirit, man.
All he does really stats, raise the dead.
That's the 2 things he likes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you guys for the conclusion of the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships.